Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. So, my name is Cam, and today we're gonna cover the. Wait, hello, hello. Wait, what the? Wait, what the? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought something has happened. Weird. Okay, so hello, good evening, guys. Today we're here to cover AML Week 4 Void Group, ET Blood Moon versus Dorado Gaming Zeta. Um, Very interesting match between the two teams, especially because these two teams are um, fighting for the top side of the group. Right now, ET Blood Moon is tied in first for with a 2-0 record. Dorado Gaming Zeta is in third with a 2-1 record, 5-3 game record. So the draft should be starting pretty soon, and we shall get things going. So tonight, unfortunately, it's just me. I didn't receive any feedback to have any company here. So we're gonna have this more of like a chill time. Um, Now, just to talk a little bit about these two teams. Dorado Gaming had a good start against Planetary Collisions. They won first match. They lost to Lit Esports Red, and they've won against LCE Nor, which was number one team or tied for number one back in last week. ETBM hasn't played the first week of the league. They have only done um, they have postponed, so because of that, they only have two games. So this is the third game from the side of ET. Now, Um, so on the side of Dorado, they done have some repeated champions. They've have a couple like their top lane. Actually, their top laner has only played Aatrox twice, and then they have played Camille, Olaf. Um, actually, yeah, Camille, Olaf, Cyan, Jace, and Gwen. So not much repetition there. In the jungle, the same thing. They only played Bel'Veth twice, and the one good thing, interesting thing is the Gwen seems to be a flex between top and jungle. From At the mid lane, they have played a couple games of Silas, Jace, and LeBlanc, so more repetition there, and again more flex picks with the Jace. Bot lane has done a lot of things, but mainly focus on the Xayah with 4 games on Xayah and very interesting choice. And support as well. Just a couple picks on the Trash and Brawl. From the side of ET, they've only played 4 games so far. Um, they've repeated the Wukong for 3 times and Victor twice in the mid lane, and that's pretty much it. Everything else has been pretty unique. Um, so in terms of bans against ET team here, we could be expecting bans on Viego, Zaya, the Victor, the Wukong, Diana for sure. Diana is one of the interesting picks that ET has on their hand. On the side of Dorado Gaming, I would imagine the Bel'Veth ban, Jace, Aatrox, and Gwen. Rel is a pretty strong pick right now, so I definitely would imagine Rel bans. But let's see what these teams have to offer. But let's see. The draft has started, and Blood Moon is on the blue side for game one. Dorado is on game on red side. We are seeing Graves and Zaya bands from the side of Dorado. From the side of a Blood Moon, we see the Belvath, the Jace, and the LeBlanc. So, as we were discussing a little bit earlier, so very interesting. I want to see what's the priority Blood Moon's gonna bring in for today. I am not sure what they would be looking forward to. I would imagine Rel to be a pick because she's just strong, as we see a first pick on the Realm, which makes sense. Now the bigger question is is it a flax or not? That's something that I do not know. Ooh, Dorado showing Tristana here, very interesting pick. She's pretty powerful mid. Um, it's pretty popular in pro play as well, and they locked it in. The Maokai as well. Got some nerfs, but still execution and team comp wise, I think it's very good champion. And also the execution is a lot easier to do. And Maokai is one of the bans that happened against the Dorado team at least a couple times. One interesting fact about the Dorado team is they played 6 games on the red side and only 2 games on the blue side. They haven't won on the blue side, and most of their and all their wins are on the red side. Um, ED has played 1 game in the blue side, and all the other 3 games on the red side, and they've won all so far. So we see Viego and Samira. They're thinking for the ADC Jinx. Okay, so they locked in Jinx. Good scaling, but she's definitely not one of the top tier ADCs as of now on this current patch. Try to pull some statistics here for us. Okay, so in the bot lane, let's look for Master Plus. So yeah, Jinx Master Plus is currently number 20 with 48% win rate in 1,700 games. So not a lot, and this is worldwide. Not a lot of picks here. In NA, she is up in 14th place, 50.81% on 124 games. So she's definitely not being played that often. And for our answer, okay, Blind Aatrox, which is still a strong pick. I do think he got nerfed this last patch here. Let me try to confirm. Yeah, he did get nerfed. His Q damage got decreased. Um, so, but still looking pretty standard, pretty strong to blind. And now they banned the Fiora, which is a good matchup. We see the RA ban as well from the side of Blood Moon. And what else do we got here? So, from I don't know if I like the Viego so early, but maybe it's an answer on the Maokai. We haven't seen them trying the Maokai. Dorado only played once Maokai, and it was in the jungle. And looks like Dorado missed a ban. Okay, so it's an Ornn ban. It's an Ornn ban for the last ban for Dorado. Uh, they missed the timer, but they did say Ornn. So Ornn it is. Good scaling pick as well, but I wonder what's gonna be what Blood Moon's gonna look for here. They take the Nautilus, which is a good pick with Tristana. But remember, this Tristana can still be flexible, so let's see what Dorad's gonna show. I like the what Dorado has shown so far, it's pretty strong. You know, they have a good team fight composition for as of now. They have a pretty good turret takers with Tristana. Now they showing the Kindred and they lock in Kindred, so they're sending this Maokai support, and they're locking Kindred jungle to as an answer to the Viego. And from the side of Blood Moon, they have a good engage with Rel. They have resets with Jinx and the Viego. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Like, are they gonna build a full like reset comp? Okay, so the Victor, center pick for Cactus, pretty safe. You know, good team fighter, good prio mid. Should be able to deal with Tristana pretty easily if needed, but and then let's see what top lane is gonna go for here. But so far, I think Blood Moon's composition is more difficult, and the Olaf. Okay, so they lock in the Olaf, um, which is good against the Maokai, and the Aatrox is not gonna be. He can be stopped. Um, I think not so good against Kindred, because Kindred can buy some time. But yeah, I think it's Blood Moon's composition is way more difficult, and now they're showing the Swain. Okay, so they're at the locks in the Swain. It still can be Swain bot, but looks like it's gonna be I'm thinking it's gonna be Swain mid. He doesn't have the same prio as Tristana can fight against Victor, but it's very doable. We do know that Dorado's ADC Joker has played an AP carry bot lane. He has played Ziggs in week 2, so it still can be a Swain bot. Now it's again, I do prefer Dorado's comp a little bit here, a little bit more because it's easier to execute. It's I think it's more it's it's team fight oriented. It's easier to execute. They will need to fight for the. They don't have like clear winning lanes, in my opinion. Um, I think like Aatrox and Olaf can be. It's a skill matchup, but I think it can be a lot easier for Olaf to get Prime in lane. Same for Victor in the mid lane, as long as he can avoid the hooks by the Swain. And bought I actually bought I think they do have Prio bot. So the biggest point contention here is Kindred getting her marks early, but outside that they have a better win condition here for Dorado Gaming. From the side of Blood Moon, it's really gonna depend on good rel engages. Um, get that first reset so Jinx and Viego can get their resets and snowball from there. But I don't like outside of snowball. I think it's just way more difficult. But let's see how the game goes. But yeah, that's pretty much see. So right now we're just gonna just waiting for the teams that are doing uh, draft in game. So we're gonna wait. We're just waiting for them to finish, and then we're gonna go into spec delay, and then we head into the game. So give us a few minutes. We'll be right back, and I will send. I'll make an ad just so you guys don't have to worry about ads during the in-game, and that way we can have a game without any ads or anything like that. But yeah, be right back. Just waiting the specky delay, and let's go ET. Sorry guys, so it wasn't able to run it before. Unfortunately, the ads were blocked for me to rerun it. So I tried to run a quick one, but still not gonna be good enough. So we're still gonna have, unfortunately, have an ad like in 20, 23 minutes. But here we do see an initial attempt to invade, um, but they do a 5-man invade just to get vision on the red side, and we see the Maokai secured vision on the Raptors, and Aatrox also secured a vision on the blue side, so they will know exactly where Viego is pathing, where he's going, what he wants to do in these first 3 minutes of the game. Let me just fix something here. The GZ here, perfect. Okay, now, okay. We see here. Well, they're starting in the red side for the side of Dorado Gaming, and they also dropped a ward in their own blue buff to counter to to see if he's going to invade or not. Um, and we do see it's a Swain bot and Tristana mid. So we do see that Joker bring another APC champion here. Sprint Axe here in the bot lane with Rel looking possible engage. He goes into the Swain. They traded pretty hard, taking half health off the Swain. The Maokai doesn't do anything to counter. They do take some damage on Rel. They take level 2 and they crash the wave. So far no summons used, anything. They're just invading and trying to get vision. And as a counter, well, they had a good vision there, the good ward by the red team, Dorado. They saw the invade. Viego is here now. We see Olaf going in on first blood, nice first blood by Lil Fizi on Hazim. He ghosted it, he gets the kill. The Kindred doesn't get that on time, and Aatrox burns TP. That is good first blood here. Now, wait, we see it here play. There's an evade from the side of Dorado. Cactus got it. He managed to stop the steal, but really still here looking for the invade, but it doesn't get anything. Nice play by ETBM, putting the Kindred so far behind because Viego got the top side, the bottom side entirely from a Kindred. The mark is on the bottom side, so she's also gonna lose that. Kindred's still going for the invade. The blue buff was taken by the Olaf, and she's still gonna try to take something out of the top side. Now full engage here by Old Bones and Sprint. They're gonna go for Munetaka, flash away, but Old Bones Jungles does get the kill, and that's a good start for Blood Moon. And we see here a possible play on the Viego on the Tristana. Shima, he does have jump. He gets stunned but jumps away. So Kindred drops another ward to see the pathing. She didn't take the Skirl Crab here. Viego's gonna fight Riti, but Shima's gonna start. He's gonna get there first. Shima is kind of low, but she gets the reset now with the bombs. Viego is around, and Riti just gets a smite off the Scuttle Crab. So it's still a good start for ET Blood Moon. 1.3k go ahead. It's Stake with his mind, looking for an evade here. He's level 4, Kindred's 3. Okay, now he just puts the ward and falls back. We see Sprint Axe here looking to. Oh, Justin jumped. Cactus flashed away. There's no jump, no reset. Should be an easy Q for it takes what's mine, and he gets the flash. He takes the Q. Jumps in. Double Q for he takes what's mine. Awesome double Q. but it trades a double kill back for Riti. Little Feezy. Oh, he's almost. He gets the flash by Aatrox. Uses his flash. Spec delay here. Hitting me with the buffer. Now, it's a good start for Viego, but at the same time, you do give 2 kills for Kindred. I don't. Let me see if Kindred. Okay, so Kindred only took 1 mark. The one that she used. Burned flash. So it's 2 flashes. Bot jungle. Oh, little Fizzy's. Oh, wait, hold on. Viego and Rel looking at this Aatrox is level 6. Oh, he missed the stun. Missed the stun. Oops. Sorry, I was trying to get vision here on the top side. So Rel and Viego goes top side. Guarantees here the crash for the wave. Lil Fizzy gets played. Dorado does trade with first Drake, Infernal. The Maokai is now looking for an evade with Kindred, trying to get trade some camps. Now the wave is bouncing on the top side, good for Olaf. He did lose a little bit of XP by sharing. But overall, the game is pretty even in terms of CSing. Good, interesting pathing. Viego has a level advantage. He's taking some minion XP. Now losing some camps. Riti is gonna take the red buff. He's gonna get level 5, and Viego knows it's getting stolen. Okay, he sees and he loses the red buff. Now Riti is gonna take his 2nd mark on the Scuttle Crab on the bottom side. And there's a lot of pings on Viego knowing that he is taking the golems. And he knows he's on the bot side. So that's a good answer by Dorado Gaming. Kindred equalizes in CS and she has 2 camps to build. We see Olaf here, he ults, goes in. Hazim does not have ult. He has the E, okay, so he is back. He is forward on the wall. He's gonna get a reset, but the wave is not in a good position for him. But he will have ult soon, while the Olaf does not have ult and does not have Ghost. Now we're seeing ET Blood Moon pinging the Herald. We see Sprintax looking for the Roamer. He's level 4. Munetaka Murakami is level 4 on the Maokai. He resets. He's also coming top side. Viego already started. Aatrox is here. He has the wave pushed, so he can actually move. So we're gonna have to see what Lil Fee is gonna do. They haven't showed on the top side yet here for the Herald fight. Really, he's actually just gonna take his red and go for Gromp because first Herald is gone. Viego takes it. Now, a lot happened here in the first 8 minutes. Hey, Resurrect. Thanks for coming. No, thanks for chatting. Oh, actually, I forgot something. Let me... shoot. As you say this, let me make sure that let me send a tweet out. Send a tweet out here. I was gonna do this early, but I forgot. Sweet. Okay. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Resurrect. So yeah, we have a pretty even game so far. ET does get 2k gold 2k gold lead right now. They haven't used the Herald, but we have pretty much same CS on mid. The advantage now is just building on his bottom side and like a 21 CS advantage. Kindred's here on the bottom side. Viego is coming on the bottom side. We're gonna have a 3v3 here very shortly. And on the top side, we also have like a 10-15 Okay, so they're looking for a 3v3 now. Rao gets caught. Joker ulted. Now, Jinx is just free hitting. Kindred ults. There, Tristana shows up here to finish. They get the kill. They get a shutdown, and Old Bo's Django's gonna fall off, so he can avoid the dive. Very good play by Reedy. Bought so much time with that Kindred ult, denying the reset on Viego and on Jinx. She was free hitting for a long time, but that's what Kindred does for you, and that's what Swain does for you. Buying time. They get a shutdown and double kill on Kindred. She finishes off Krakens, and she is immense. Now Olaf. Okay, so there's a pause here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so looks like. Oops. Okay, sorry. Looks like there's some miscommunication here because there was a pause when both top laners were fighting. Both ulted, but the support disconnected from the side of Dorado appears so we're gonna have to wait. But damn, a lot has happened here. That's a good comeback. Although the lead, it's the gold lead is still on Blood Moon side. There's still that's a lot. That was a good play by Dorado. Now I don't know if I can. Oh, I can do it. Okay. So okay, so they're back. There's a 500 gold lead on the Jinx. There's a 400 gold lead on Victor, but there's a 600 gold lead on this Kindred with a shutdown of 200 gold, and also there is almost 800 gold lead on Olaf. And Specky again. Okay. So at this moment, uh, you're gonna have the next Drake in 14 seconds. We see Viego going to the bot lane. We see Kindred coming also in the bot lane here. There might be another skirm, another fight, 4v4 here. Aatrox does have ult. He chunks a little bit. The Olaf that does, oh sorry, he has TP. Olaf does not have TP. So we're gonna have to select what's gonna happen. Um, Olaf is gonna take the Grump to reset the Kindred's mark. They're in the bottom side. There, he's also waiting for the wave crash. Diego get caught, get some damage. Right now the teams are just looking at each other. Looks like they're gonna go for the engage. They don't see the rest. Oh, nice! The Maokai gets bursted. Murakami gets bursted. Gives a reset. Kindred did not have R. Murakami didn't flash away. Didn't want to use his flash, and they give the Drake. I think it was doable this fight, to be honest, but I respect the decision. Now Viego's coming mid here, dropping Herald to get plates and possibly the first turret. We see Trinity Force on the side of Olaf already completed. Victor took built Leandris. We do see now a 20 CS advantage on Victor after Tristana's move to the bot side to do the 4v3. Jinx also guaranteed a second plate by herself there on the turret, so she's also getting strong. And Blood Moon's lead also increasing. Now it's 3k. It's still a good start for the side of ET. The Dorado Gaming has they still have their win conditions, which is team fights, easier to execute, especially when Kindred's R is up. Kindred's R is almost up here. They're looking for an invade on this Raptors. Viego is around. Rel is looking. We see here forcing flash from the Aatrox. Viego face checks the Tristana, gets chunked. Rel goes in. Jinx R takes a lot of damage. Maokai R. And everybody's alive. On the top side, we see a burn flash by both top laners. And both R's too. And now the Olaf is just smashing the Aatrox with Qs and true damage. Now we're seeing the Kindred moving to the top side, looking to do something against his Olaf. He sees Kindred the in the ward. He walks away. Will be able to get back. Ooh, okay. He's still. That's a lot of damage. Gets the shield, but he forces Kindred's R, and the Q goes to Aatrox and not to Kindred. Um, I thought he was gonna be able to survive after Aatrox thought that he was gonna what's it called. He got a little lost here there with the bushes on the top side. Oh, where is? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna bring Axe here with me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring here my colleague. Yo, what's up? Let me share my screen here.
I need to open up League so I can watch a stream in real time.
Yeah, check on Discord, and I'll share you the short codes afterwards.
And I got it pulled up in Discord. Oh, we got the gank of a century, and Rel walks away. Alright.
Yeah, so far, I mean, it's been a pretty interesting game. From the side of Dorado's red side, they they're they're pretty well. I don't want to say pretty far behind, but only the
Well,
Kindred is
that
ahead.
gank earlier, the Swain and Kindred was pretty brutal.
Yeah, that was a good play, especially because Kindred's R bought so much time, and she's back here top side.
Oh shit.
That's a lot
Oh,
of
can't
damage.
1v2 this.
No, Little Fizzy's just running. Go for the. Oh,
Oh,
he's
wait,
under
wait, the
turret.
counter gank.
He
Can
doesn't get the
Viego do
kill.
anything?
Now Viego's here.
And
He's
Kindred
gonna
still
get.
has ult, yeah?
No, Kindred.
Oh no, it was about
No,
to come out.
she just ulted on the uh, previous dive bot top side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to maximize my Discord, and now I can see it wasn't even close. Alright. Well, that was a huge counter kill. I mean, Viego and Kindred are about equally fed. So,
Yeah, that helped because that's like a 200 gold shutdown. Um, but I like th right now we still have like a good CS advantage mid and bot. A lot of plates on the Victor, a lot of plates on Jinx. Outside that 4v3 bot that Swain's R, Kindred R just bought so much time. Outside that, the objectives have been more in favor of ET, but the fights are a little even outside of a couple kills here and there in the early
well,
game.
it's really unfortunate. It's like, this is kind of a 1v1 Olaf build, and Olaf can do a lot of work into Aatrox, but he's just not ahead.
Yeah, looks like they're setting up for this Drake fight. Let's see here. So they started the Drake, top side for Blood Moon and bottom side of the Reaver. Sprinting looking.
Rel's splashing in for the huge
Ooh.
engage.
Swain buys a lot of time. Kindred still has a
Okay.
R. Jinx is free
They
healing.
start the fight, but they don't have the
Oh,
damage to punch through Swain.
Jinx got caught. She flashed
Diego goes
away.
for the kill and just gets 1v4'd by Kindred ult. The
Ooh.
ult from Jinx picks up the jungle,
It's still two
but they're
for
so low,
four.
I don't know if they can contest this dragon.
Well, Olaf is walking. Olaf is gets there.
Bolster first, yeah, they might be able to just zone them. Because Aatrox is by red buff here. Olaf goes in. He
Yeah.
forces the flash out of Swain too, so this is just ET's drag now.
They also used. I didn't see who used, but someone used Herald mid. They got tier. They got tier two, tier one, tier two, and
Holy shit.
oh, Aatrox there for the
Okay.
cleanup.
Aatrox has flash.
Oh, he
He
just
uses
flashed.
it.
He missed. Oh, he
I
missed the hit.
mean, Victor has blast cone. Alright.
Yeah.
That was a really weird extended play from Aatrox. I mean, he does get the shutdown on Jinx.
Yeah. At least he tried. Oh, Shima. Wait,
What the hell? What was that from Tristana?
I don't know, but she flashed away, but she's dead.
Wait,
Viego
Viego can
gets a
just
reset.
go ham.
Nice, well played by Rel. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Okay, now Viego is fat. He's gonna go for a triple kill.
Viego is so fat. Look at that. He's 7 kills at 20 minutes now.
And
He's
he's gonna.
roughly 70% of ET's kills, and they're up a drag.
Yep, and he just got.
Oh,
I mean, he's
Ting
hella
dunked him.
fat. He has a 1200 to buy, but he's not that far. He's 300 gold ahead of Kindred. Kindred is also pretty strong. But yeah, on that play, so they use Herald mid. They got tier 1 mid. They got tier 2 mid, and the hit on the tier 3. And Aatrox didn't have TP, so Olaf got there fast. But that's one of the things that I was talking in the very beginning was
Wait, have you seen this Viego build before? This is new to me.
I think it's interesting. So Kindred can't, kite him that well. I don't know how much good it's gonna be like if you execute it, I guess. But it's definitely
I mean, to
he's
be
gonna be able to
fair,
tank. That's for sure.
he is on a team with Olaf, Victor, and Jinx. He kind of doesn't need to be full carry.
Yeah, he needs a reset. He needs to get the first kill and get a reset and survive. But yeah, I just feel like ET's team is much more difficult to execute. But so far, Sprintax has been doing a great job with the engages, um, getting good roam. Now they just stop Kindred's back. Are they looking to do an early Baron, maybe? Viego has Bork, Jinx has 2 items, Victor has 2 items. Could
Yeah,
be
this is where
could be a Baron play
they
here.
want to push the tempo. They control Baron. If Kindred goes for a reset, they have 2 carries nearby.
Yeah. Olaf is also topside here, so they're matching Victor with the
Yeah.
Aatrox because they both have TP,
hmm
and keeping the Olaf topside is actually good, so they can always do a 5v5 if needed.
I mean, honestly, Aatrox can't do like anything to Victor. Victor has to really mess up to die to Aatrox.
Both of them does not have flash. Summoners, we just got flash up now on Olaf. Jinx flash is almost here. Wait, Aatrox?
Aatrox ults and dashes in and doesn't even hit Victor. Like, this is what I'm talking about. What does Aatrox do in side lane against Victor?
Ooh, this
Yeah, they're
Swain
trying
is
to
in
force the
bad
kill into
place.
Swain. If Swain dies here, they might be able to transition to Baron
I
pretty
mean,
easily.
they're gonna force Kindred's R. Okay, they need to buy.
I mean,
Are they
I think
buying enough
they're
time? Okay,
gonna
they get the
die. Aatrox
reset.
is TPing behind. Oh, the Viego
Ooh.
dies here. I don't think they can keep fighting this fight. Victor used ult for bot lane
Yeah,
and
that's
ult
why
for it.
I think it's so much difficult, like to try to fight when you have a Swain, when you have Maokai and Kindred. They're just gonna buy so much time, and Olaf going for the solo
I mean,
queue.
Aatrox
Oh,
is in a terrible spot, and
Tristana
Triss
almost get
almost dies
caught.
as well.
Yeah, Olaf got death stance.
Drags up in 30 seconds. Aatrox is spawning about the same time Drag spawns, but he doesn't have TP, so
Oh, and Victor did not TP in the last fight. He just walked.
no, he walked. So they have
Yeah.
TP advantage. The only people who will be down ult might be Rel and Olaf when this drag spawns.
But Jinx has
Also,
flash
Kindred and
now.
Swain have no ult.
Okay, so they're rushing for the Baron play
Yeah,
here.
they're gonna do the classic Baron first and then walk to drag, but
They see Kindred. Are they gonna try to finish or are they gonna pull? Okay, they turn into
okay, turn.
Maokai. Kindred does not have R, so that's the fight time to fight.
I
Tristana
mean,
jumps
they
in. Oh,
just
Cactus
time out
jumps in.
Swain ult.
Oh my god, look at
Oh,
his damage.
Victor, clean up. I think they just killed them
Yeah,
all
Olaf
here.
just destroys everyone.
Yeah, this is inhib easily.
This should be Baron, Drake, and Inhibitor. I
Well, their midway's a bit slow. They might have to go for objective first, or he's gonna tank it.
yeah, they're just thinking it.
Oh my god. Exact amount of tower damage. I would have Viego start drag here. No need for four
Wait,
people to be here unless they're going for the
are
end.
they going for the end? There's 8
I
seconds
think
on
this is kind of
Kindred.
risky,
Maokai is ulting
but
in. I think it's doable. Kindred's
yeah, I
one
think
second
so.
now.
Kindred just spawned.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, they
that's
went.
it.
Oh, that was beautiful call. Really, really well played by ET Blood Moon. That was a beautiful call. Um, I,
Well,
yeah,
I didn't know
that's
they would end off of that.
me too. Like
They had to tank the tower just to make that possible.
that has to be like a really high like pace call. Like you make the call and everybody's on point and you just go for it. But
If one person was hesitant on that call, it could have crumbled.
Cactus is chat using the chat here. That was a very interesting flash ult on everybody.
That was a
Um,
huge
that was a huge
flash
play, yeah.
because he hit everyone with his laser and ult.
And I think he also stunned like
He also
everybody.
lived, which is the more shocking part. They probably weren't waiting for Victor flashing over the wall.
Damn. 70k damage on the Olaf and on Victor, huge damage. Um, Joker did a lot of damage there too with the Swain, but they definitely didn't have it. So one of the things that I'm gonna bring us to the drafting because these guys are quite fast when it comes to setting up the game or drafting. So the one thing that I felt like really interesting was like they definitely couldn't play for um what's called the team fights like directly because of Kindred's ult. But every time they would fight, like they would lose a fight, they would just try to fight again because Kindred's R was on cooldown,
Yeah,
and then
they
they would have
got
win.
themselves in dicey situations by fighting when it was up, but they capitalized on when it was down, which is
Exactly.
the most important part.
That was really, really good from that end. So let's bring X here. Oh, there you go, X. There you go.
Yep. I need a chocolate bar.
Wait. Also, like it was. I sent you the turn codes by the way, so you can if you want to join
Yeah,
the
I see
lobby.
that.
But it was interesting. I wish you were here for the early game because the early game was, I think, was really really good. The first
But like, I
five
didn't
minutes of
realize you were
game.
down a caster until I opened the stream. I'm like
I mean,
waiting for the second person to talk for like 8 minutes. There wasn't a second person.
yeah. I mean, it was interesting. Like, they showed Tristan. So they are five Swain, and that's when they kinda,
Well, like,
and it was still a flax, right? Still a flax.
yeah, I like the idea, but I feel like Swain absolutely pops off with Enchanter. There's no Enchanter on this team. You put Swain with like Rakan or Seraphine, Lulu even. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Karma's a better example than Lulu, because then you just speed him up.
Well, yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like I
You
think
know
it was a
what?
good because I think
I
so.
think
Because here's what they did. They took Tristan and Maokai, right? And then Aatrox. So they just kept those flax picks, and I think it was like a last minute thought process about okay, let's take the Swain, let's try to give Tristan the counter into Victor because she's a pretty good mid laner, but it didn't go so well because the early game they gotta have like just Jinx had like 20 CS difference, 10 to 20 CS difference. She got a kill early too on the 2v2. Um, So it was pretty difficult, in my opinion, that lane. And it looks like the guys are already ready for draft, so we should be able to start draft really, really soon.
I like the point about Swain's item choice because like the Leandri's rush when you're not facing a single like full tank, it's just kind of weird. Like Broa just makes a lot more sense against a squishy team because then
Yeah,
you at least get the health. Because if they're squishy, they're gonna do damage.
yeah. My only worry was the fact that they would buy so much time on the fight and not give the resets to to them. Wait,
Okay. Is Belfast good right now? I haven't seen her a whole lot lately.
I think this is more.
It's the high elo special or like it's a
I think it's
one
a team special.
trick.
So wait, let me bring my stuff here. So this team, Dorado Gaming, they have played a couple Belveth games on week two, but last week or the last 2 weeks, the teams have banned Belveth 3 times against this team. So Belveth, Akali, Jace are one of the bans that are repeated against this team, uh, and more recently Aatrox and Gwen as well. But this team has a couple picks like the Jace, the LeBlanc, the Gwen, and Aatrox. These are the most repeated, and the Zaya. These are the most repeated champions that these guys have played. And we see no the first bands, the LeBlanc, the Jace, and the Balvath bands for the side of ET. And ET is just repeating the same thing.
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, first pick Rel, why not?
yeah, Rel is just too strong. I just don't see why you would try to leave her.
I
Uh,
mean, what did they pick last time about me? It was Maokai Swain.
yeah, it was a Maokai
Like, if
Swain.
you're gonna let Rel through, why not pick something that's stronger in Durell?
Oh, they're showing they took the Aphelios.
I'm very confused. It, I don't understand why you'd pick Braum. I thought Braum was like Lucian special and then like counter to MF. Who's the other champ that you pick Braum into? It's MF and there's like one other big important
Um,
ability.
I mean, you do against MF, you do against Ornn, anything that has like
Oh yeah, Orin. That's the one I was thinking about.
and they're repeating the Jinx. So I don't know why the I mean, I Jinx did work, but I don't know why they're looking to to give so much prior on Jinx because she is not she's not super strong right now. I was looking u.gg for tier
Yeah,
list, and from in NA Masters Plus, she is number 14 in the list. She has a
it's the Foz special. Okay.
yeah, but look at this. She has a 50.81% win rate with 124 games. So this champion is not being played at all at the levels of where these guys are. So
Ezreal has some of the highest pick rate in Master Plus with a 52% win rate, and then Ash has half the pick rate and similar win rate.
right now, if I tell you the top one win rate in bot is Zeref, 61.11%.
Well, that's probably because his pick rate's low.
Yeah, it's a 36. In terms of matches, Kai'Sa is still the most picked, 1400, and Azrio 1200 is the next. But yeah, looking at these, they okay. So the Failures Braum, Jinx, Wukong, and Lily as an answer. Guess it's okay. I see a lot of the target bans on Foss there to bend, and now the Victor from Cactus showing the respect. Also on the side of ET, the respect on Aatrox, banning him, because now they're probably gonna look for a counter top. I mean, it's still possible. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the Braum so much. I don't think it works super well for most cases.
I'm just not in love with Braum support.
I think it's just too dependent on like certain situations. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, he's more of a counter pick, and they picked it without knowing the ADC.
Where is? Okay, so they do are okay. So they do Tristana again. I don't think the Tristana played badly by all means.
Mm, I think Triss was alright.
Wait, why? Okay, okay, this is awkward. For some reason, I thought it was Ari on my pack link here. So the ET gets Oriana and Gwen, so a lot better in terms of team fight composition. I think it is a lot easier to execute versus what they did earlier. And Dorado is showing a Renekton. What's your thoughts on that matchup?
Um, it's a really fucking strange one. I believe it's Renekton favored because he just dashes in W's, Q's, dashes out, and what Gwen can't deal with is people who can zone her from the wave, and Renekton's really good at zoning from the wave. Is what Gwen needs is her passive procs, and then hitting and poking with Q, right? But Renekton has sustain and zones from the wave, so
Yeah, I definitely wonder how this is gonna go because she should scale a little bit, definitely better than Renekton, but the early game is gonna be really, really important. Um, Overall, I think the Rado team now it's way more difficult to execute. It's not like clear, but they do have two ADCs. They can do like Baron and Drake's pretty easily, like mid
what's
game.
weird is like they have two ADCs and then like a team fighter, and they do have double frontline. But it's like I don't know if Renekton and Lilia want to do the same things.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be awkward because I don't think they're gonna be looking for doing engages since they don't have like any engage at all. They're gonna probably gonna be looking
But
for choke positions, wait for rail engage, and then try to counter on top of it.
they have to try to counter for sure and try to use like Tristana ult to mess up their engage a bit. But I think it's just straight up simpler for Rel or Wukong to jump in and Oriana throws in the ult, and then you go from there.
Yeah, I also think so. From what Springtax did last game, I think it's gonna be a lot more. The eye's gonna be a lot more on him because if he W's flash and then ult, and Oriana Ball is on top of her, not only you bring everyone together with Rel's ult, you're gonna bring everyone together with Oriana's ult. So I think it's even more guaranteed wombo combo.
Oh wait, that's a great point. They
Yeah,
have double ults that pull in, and they have
exactly.
a Jinx with AoE rockets.
And also for ult, so she can if somebody's low already after that two combo, Jinx just ults and gets a free reset. And then you have Wukong on top of that, just giving knockouts to everybody. So I think execution is a lot easier. And from what Sprintax has done, I think it's gonna be all eyes on him because if he can find that engage, then you might not give enough time
Well,
for Dorado to come back.
it shouldn't be the hardest because the only dash they have is on Renekton, who you're usually not going to target in Tristana. So he has two immobile carries that he can focus on, but If Triss becomes the most fed person, or Renekton can like 1v3, it'll be dicey. It'll be slice and dicey.
Yeah, but also the other thing is, I think this game you have less opportunities to play. So, for example, Wukong needs level 6 to do anything in this mid lane with Tristana, unless if you have Rel roaming. But I think from the looks of it, it would be more of like a bot lane centric match. Because you have Rel, you can have it's easier to set up a gank with Rel than Orianna before 6. So that would be my thought process. But before we go to the game, we're just waiting on spec delay. I'm gonna put us in a short break, and we'll be right back. So give me a minute. Hey, and we are back to ET Bloodboon versus Dorado Gaming. We see everybody from Dorado is stacking on this top side here on the red, while ET is doing a 5 stack here. So for now, pretty standard. This time, nobody's showing where they're gonna start or giving the chance to get that information. Lilia started with Oracle lenses, and so did Rel. Rel did toward the bush there, the middle bush in the bot lane. And now we see Renekton warding the entrance of the on the bush of the top side. Try to make sure that Wukong is not invading. And we have a different pathing here. So Wukong pathing top to bot, and Lilia pathing bot to top. So we're gonna see how this early game goes. Spring Deck's abusing
Well,
of the
Tristan gets level
bushes.
2 and jumps in. Quick trade does 40% of mid health. Nectin and Gwen are playing pretty fiercely. They're both around half health. Gwen
Wow.
is beating Renekton at the
Renekton's
start
level
of this
2.
game.
Like, how did he lose
I
level 2?
know, Gwen out-traded him with level 1. This is, he's feeling the pain of 200 years.
Oh, now the wave is an okay spot for her. Renekton
Yeah,
does
this
not have
is
stun, so she can another CD rotation. She can kill him.
promises Q and bot lane. I mean, Renekton's in a really bad spot because Gwen has a semi-freeze and she has poke. So every time he walks up, he can just lose more and more health.
He's level 3 now. Dorado does have vision in the river now with Justana.
Mhm.
Wukong is bot side, so they can try to set up a dive, but it's not the easiest thing with Lilia. Now he finally crashes the wave, but maybe they're gonna be looking for a gank on these bounce back.
They're really trying for the spot game.
Okay, so when resets, Renekton
I mean, they're just trying to
just
look for Braun. Wukong's walking down, but it's gonna take him a second. Bot lane just might get the kill before Wukong gets here. Jinx flashes in, gets the kill with Rocket. Rel flashes out. And looks to be about it. If the Cephalius over chases, Wukong is here to punish. One is just beating Renekton absolutely mercilessly.
yeah, this is another good start from the side of ET's bot lane.
Oh,
Getting the
oh,
early
Gwen just
kill.
dashed in Mr. Q.
It's wait,
Oh,
they get
Aphelios
caught on
got
Aphelios, gets
had
his
to blow
flash.
flash, and Jungle dies
Oh,
under tower.
he
Oh,
tries the Q, but the Guardian Brown gets there and and is able to get the Guardian Brock out
mm,
to save Aphelios.
they want to keep the game interesting.
Yeah, I mean this is now this is like an
I,
even start.
uh, I
Yeah,
mean, poor Ori
actually,
is.
this is a better
Yeah,
start for Aphelios.
I, it might be.
It's a 39 to
Aphelios is up
29.
12 CS. If Rel dies here, it's catastrophic, but we'll see what happens. Rel's just trying to hold the wave.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be able to. Yeah, the wave crashes. But that's a pretty good start for
If
Aphelios.
they can cancel it back here, they might get their tempo back after giving that kill earlier. Rel's risking her life for this one.
Oh, she
They're
goes
trying for the
in.
coin flip kill on Aphelios. Does Rel get out? Braum
Oh,
misses
bro,
the Q!
misses!
Oh my god, they're playing merry-go-round. She
Oh,
does this ollie oop. She
oh,
dies to
she
auto.
does that. Oh, okay.
But that's a double kill for Jinx. I think it's back in Blood Moon's favor.
I think it was possible to get that kill without dying if she just
I don't
walks
think
away.
Rel needed to go back in.
Exactly.
Rel could have walked to the minion wave, used the wave to body block next Braum Q, and then Jinx would have killed with autos.
Yeah, she could have just stayed in the bush as well. Jinx does Jinx things, but This is a save now. Dorado is looking for a dive here. They're bringing Tristana.
Yeah.
Gwen's
Oh,
gonna see
this.
them.
Well, Gwen actually has a chance to outlive
Okay,
this
she
because of her
ulted the wave.
W.
She gets
Oh, she
in.
doesn't get a third turn
Oh,
kill. This is one of the things that happens is when you are getting tower dove, you kind of just go into fight or flight. Maybe if Gwen
I
positioned
think
to
she was too far.
the direct left of the tower, where
Yeah.
you're the deepest in the tower range,
Sh
someone would take an extra shot and died for that.
Like I see she's trying to clear the wave, but
But
she ended
you
up.
don't need to stay on top of the wave to clear it as Gwen
Yeah.
because she does have range.
Especially because she ulted. She did the first tick of the ult. Um, on the wave, so she can probably try to do it closer to turret. But
Okay,
I mean,
Blood
it's still a
Moon's
good play
gets
by
to grab.
Dorado. They traded the Drake for that. Um,
Yeah, Gwen's down 300 gold right now. And bot lane's about even
yeah, it's
because of
about
the
even.
CS discrepancy, but maybe after grabbing this wave, we'll bounce back out.
But there's a 300 gold advantage on both jungles from the side of Dorado. So I mean, it's a good start. The Mountain Show is that, or the Mountain Drake is
I
definitely good for early
think
game.
Gwen can just beat Renekton if he doesn't have ult, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, Gwen is here. She gets
I mean,
levels
Rel
5.
is here for the gank, but I don't think they can do anything with this. They're just kind of showing that they have support topside before Herald spawns. So they might they with this information,
You're looking for a dive
Dorado's going
bot.
straight for the bot dive. So this Jinx will be 1v3 and they should be able to trade Herald for it, but Wukong's getting wolves while Rel's starting Herald solo.
Tristana is
I'm
moving
not
bot side. Lily
I don't know if this is the
6.
best use of your time, but Jinx is missing the CS.
Lily is 6, so she can definitely ult if needed. But
And
they're,
Lily is getting bot side jungle at this time.
yeah,
Where
and
do you
Lily,
think they put Herald?
I mean, they would definitely have to do top side because Gwen is even on CS.
Oh,
Now,
they're going for it right now. Gwen has done most of his health. They probably can go for the dive if Wukong can cut off the angle.
now the thing is, Jinx is at tier 2. She's lost
It,
2 waves. Actually,
she's lost like 3 waves. I think this is the third one,
and
and
2.
they're about to lose a third plate bot.
Yeah, third play. That's what I was gonna say. There's another plate
This
for
is
Aphelios. He gets free plates here.
there's 500 gold between them, and Jinx should die. Oh, Jinx has to use cleanse to get
She
out of this, but she gets tagged by the Braum Q and has to flash out.
she cleansed the Lilia's ult.
The Lily ult, yeah.
Now, will they take first turret? Because there's
The-
another plate
Oh,
here,
they're dropping Herald and it's at 2.5 plates, so I don't know. This is a really awkward play.
and they don't go for the first turret. Okay,
I
so
mean,
yeah,
Dorado's ahead in gold after that Herald play,
yeah, I definitely think Dorado played better here, a better decision.
and they still might go for this dive.
I don't. I
We'll
think
see
dive
if
is too
they.
much, but they definitely get the fifth plate. That's
I
a good
mean,
ult.
yeah, that was a huge ult. That will stop the potential, most likely, from a dive.
But now you're 800 gold behind the
Like,
Aphelios. You're a level behind.
Gwen is 200 gold up, and Aphelios is about 900 gold ahead, or so.
But now, at least, well, Lily Wukong is 200 gold ahead, but the Lily still have 4 camps to farm on her jungle side.
Yeah, Wukong only got
Oh,
one camp, only
Valhalla.
one
Wait,
topside
wait, wait.
camp.
I have a shout out, Valhalla Sports. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the support. Valhalla is our 4th sub, so Puck champs for them.
Gotta ride with the tide, yeah?
Exactly.
I want to see some top lane Unga Bunga action. We have drag coming up in a minute. Looks like Dorado is preparing for this. We have one in the river. Lily is hovering bot side for a potential gank.
Yeah, I don't see
Top lane is
how.
scrap. No,
I don't see how ET fights this Drake because
it's
Aphelios
it's
has
not
crack.
gonna be a good one because Jinx hasn't reset and Philius has Kraken already. So the play is leave top and mid in lane to get more farm.
Yeah. Okay.
Jin-
Sprint Axe doesn't get caught. They still don't have any. Okay, so only Gwen has a Rift Maker. Renekton has Gore Drinker
they
and
just I don't know why they're posturing for this. They
oh
don't have the items and Renekton's TPing in. Gwen's TPing in, but Renekton's closer.
oh Sprint Axe is gonna he's gonna die now. Ult from the Wukong, he dies. Gwen will get clean now. Oh, double kill by Gwen!
Ooh, Gwen!
Triple kill
Oh
by
my god,
Gwen!
I hate this champion. Look at this.
Now she's gonna go for it. Nice! Oh my
Gwen,
my shockwave
the
and
Gwen
oh my
gap.
god, it's an ace.
Look at that. He's not playing Gwen for the rest of the series. $10. They were so down items. The
They
only
were down
people
in
with mythics
everything.
was top and jungle. Oh, actually, I don't think jungle had mythic in that
No,
play. I
nobody
think he
had
bought it
mythic.
after he died.
Only one mythic was the Gwen that got there late. She cleaned up triple
Oh
kill
my god.
and
That's going straight to our highlights.
that's true. The what's the name? Jinx and Oriana did steal the pentakill. That's true. But I think at that point they just tried to make sure that Gwen doesn't die because Tristana and Renekton was still able to do something. But that was a big shockwave too to reposition the, the Tristana and the Renekton. Otherwise, I think it would have been possible for Jinx to die and Gwen too. Because if Gwen dies there, I think they just win the fight at the end. But
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean, they
awesome
lose
team
first
play here.
tower, but they're about even in gold, and they have two drags, and they should even this up with towers right here,
Now
with
they're going to have
Renekton
three
dying.
men here on the Renekton, and Lil Fizz is on a rampage.
Oh
This
my
Gwen is
god, Tristan
online.
is about to die solo to Oriana.
Oh, he gets the shockwave. He doesn't get the. Oh, he didn't get the reset. Now he gets spaced, but still survives.
My scoreboard in my client absolutely crashed. It's
Eh,
invisible now. I don't know what happened.
Now after all of this stuff, Gwen is 2.2k gold ahead. Um, Jinx is still behind the Aphelios by 600 gold, and Oriana is 200 gold ahead, and 100 gold on jungle for ET, but pretty much even. So all that gold difference that we're seeing right now, the 2k is, or nearly 2k, is on this Gwen. This Gwen is the win condition for this team.
Well, this is such a good game for Gwen because their highest damage threats are the Tristana and Aphelios, and Gwen just goes untargetable for 6 seconds or something. It's really silly.
Yeah, and they're going for the second Drake. And the most
Okay, it's
impressive
four
thing,
seconds, but still,
and the
it
most
feels like
impressive thing
6.
is, ET got first Drake,
And they're
second
getting
Drake,
this Herald.
and two Heralds. So
Like, this is what I was talking about. They have the easier to execute comp, and they have scaling. So the fact that they're ahead 2k at 15, is this going to be a huge uphill battle because Renekton was supposed to win early, and Tristana was supposed to slam early.
yeah, now they can. And the thing is, Jinx isn't weak by all means. She's 404. She has her item. It's just that turret and plates and the minions that the waves she gave up for that play on the top side with to first Herald. But outside that, we saw that the team fight here, even not being as strong as the other other team, they still pull it off and they still managed to clean up. Now Dorado's gonna get this mid-tier turret
No,
here. No,
not
they don't.
in hell with Rel walking straight at all three of them, bluffing that she has her team right behind her.
Yeah, it looks like Tristan is going for us. Okay, so Tristan is building us.
This is
Vamp-
the standard ADC
what
build,
is this?
I guess.
Vampiric Scepter. I personally don't
I
like
guess it's
this.
Bork's second item. I think you just go full crit
I
and pray.
Yeah, I think what's the name of that item? The Navori is so good for her to get
Oh yeah,
the
Navor is huge.
yeah. You get the Q cooldown, you get the jump cooldown, and you get the bomb cooldown. Those are really good, so she can just like repeat repeat doing damage and jumping and jumping. Because all you want to do, Tristan, is stack your bomb damage
Drags
and
up in a
reset
minute,
your jump.
and I think Blood Moon has to be cautious about Ori matching Renekton because Renekton could one-shot her, but I don't know if he's gonna try that.
We do have everyone has summoners, so summoner spells on every single champion, all 10 of them, and all the ults are up. So this fight is gonna be a banger of a fight. Now Jinx ults mid, she stops Aphelios, reset, and Renekton goes in, shockwave on him, stops him. Drake in 13 seconds, Aphelios stops, he's
I
back
don't
again.
really like that shockwave. You know Renekton has TP, so what's the point of poking in? You might as well have it for the play if you have to TP down as Ori.
Aphelios goes in hard. It takes what's
Do you
mine.
think they just have Gwen walk over and start it?
I mean, that's what they're doing
Yeah.
there. They're trying to set up top.
Dorado has vision in the jungle, so they should see Gwen if she walks to try this. I mean, this is
Oh, okay. So they're
really
using
strange
Herald mid.
timing.
They're using Herald mid to get
Yeah,
turret. Renekton is doing a flank TP and Oriana's TP as
yeah.
well. So it's gonna be a 5v5.
I don't know if you fight this on Dorado's side. I guess by the next fight, the Blood Moon will have two items on a lot of characters, and this is their
Okay,
best odds.
wait. Renekton's going in. He gets stopped by
He
Wukong's ult.
his dash got canceled.
Oh, big
Oh my
shockwave, big
god, this
damage,
game's a wrap.
big
How
AOE
do you get a
damage.
ult like
What
that
a
on
play!
Oriana?
What a play by Rel and Oriana. Spring Axe
Yes,
found again another
that
flash
was perfect
ult.
execution, and they might just try for a game, honestly. Well, not game, but
No,
at least inhib tower. They have 15 seconds, give or take.
yeah,
They have four
huge
people
play.
here.
They're
They
still
might
getting a
crack
double
the inhib
kill.
because they are 6k up. They probably could push a tempo if they wanted to.
This is a 6k gold lead on side of ET. Massive gold lead on Oriana. Now Jinx getting ahead of Aphelios. Not only to say Gwen is just stupidly how strong she is. That was one of the most beautiful combos I've ever seen
I was like
being
two of the
executed.
best plays back to back. The Gwen cleanup and then that perfect wombo combo from Royal Oriana.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you don't have enough time to react to it. Once Rel is on top of you, you only have the knock up of the W, and then you have the pull of the R, and then you have a shockwave right on top of you. It's like 2 seconds, 2 seconds and a half that you can't do anything, even if you
Yeah,
wanted
and
to.
then that's not factoring if Wukong could get in there and do his knockup as well.
But yeah, shout out for it takes what it's mine. He stopped that Renekton entrance with his first ult, which was big.
That was absolutely crucial to make sure Oriana stayed alive for that fight. Renekton should just die here if Gwen went forward, but is showing restraint by not ulting and running him down.
He also doesn't have Ghost, so he can't fully
He
chase.
actually just doesn't need Ghosts. He could have blown Renekton's flash with ult.
No, no, yeah, but I'm saying to get a kill, he probably would have need the Ghost. But right
Flash is
now,
honestly good enough because Baron is on the map, so if you make Renekton burn Flash, you have 5 minutes where Baron's up and he can't ult.
Renekton
Yeah, I
doesn't
can't
have
flash.
TP either, so they would need to match Tristana on this Gwen, which is not good at all either.
Well, Gwen can match Renekton because he has the TP.
Whoa! Jinx went in with the
Oh
flash.
no.
Oh,
The
that's
ADC rundown.
got too cocky. Old Bulls Drango got too
They
cocky
did not
there.
have people to cover them. Gwen is trying to get a split push going, and I think mid jungle are getting wards
Now
and topside jungle to prepare for Baron. They're looking to cancel backs.
they cancel it,
And
but
this is 2v3. Unless
shock
Gwen
big
TP's in.
shockwave
Oh
into the
my god.
Aphelios.
The damage. They just 2v3 this. And then they can
They're
just
pinging
start the
Baron.
Baron.
They're gonna go for
Jinx is
Baron.
up in a couple seconds. Maybe push one wave before Jinx walks over.
Yeah, Renekton
And
resets.
it's gonna be 4v3 for this Baron, and Gwen can stay bot pushing with TP.
Yeah, she's farming the Grump and probably going to go stack the next wave. She did take tier 2 bot. She's going to go for the inhibitor turret now.
All Gwen has to do is threaten inhib. I'm not sure why she's walking over. I guess getting vision because they don't know
Yeah,
they're in topside jungle
looks like
yet.
they made a call for her to stay. She went back to bot lane.
You're gonna have to hold this Baron or something
Renekton
because
goes
Gwen needs to
in.
start pressuring bot inhib.
He's getting kited.
Alright, they're going for the turn.
Oh, he
Renekton
flashed, but
dies. Wukong's
I don't know.
in. Alright, they get a kill. Gwen took inhib tower and she should be on inhib right now.
Lilia, we see Lilia
Brom's in
backing.
base with Aphelios to try to stop Gwen from taking inhib.
Aphelios does not have flash, so if he gets hit,
You literally can't do anything to this Gwen, but she's running on mana, so she can't
she
stay.
goes away.
Does Lilia get the Baron?
Oh,
Okay,
she
Lilia
flashed,
does
but
not get
doesn't
the Baron, but dies.
Yeah.
And then Gwen wasn't able to get bot inhib, but there's now 2 inhib towers gone, and they have a Baron buff, and their soul's up in 50. This is your last shot, I would say.
Yeah, removing the
And they're about 9k behind.
removing the cognitive factor, like flashing to try to kill the Renekton, by the bot lane there and run it down, giving massive shutdowns for the Aphelios. Aphelios is easier win con from the side of Dorado Gaming here. They definitely need to buy him time. He has 2.5 items. He's really close from the for Dominic, Lord Dominic's. So he needs the time so he can actually do the damage because he will do the damage. He
Can
has
you
a
see the gold on all the characters?
yeah, it's
Oh
10.9k
my
on
god.
Aphelios and
It's
9.9
like
on Jinx.
5k on Gwen too.
Yeah, I mean, Renekton's not a champion right now. He's not even a super minion. He's like a melee minion.
Yeah, like Gwen has a complete item over him, and it's a Rabadon. So that item costs about 4,000 gold.
Yeah, we
There's the
see.
soul.
Okay, so
I would like to see 1 top and 4 bot right here. I think that's the best thing you could do.
we see a Warden's Mail on the Wukong to deal with the Felios and the Tristana. Tristana is so far behind. She had 1 assist out of the 7 kills
I
for
think
the
this
side
is
of
really
Dorado.
weird. Have you really seen 1-2-2 for lane assignments before?
No, but I think at this point they're just shoving the waves with Baron buff. They're so far ahead that they're probably not even caring about that. They just want to push all the lanes because Gwen, like, nobody can match as Gwen right now. You need to send like 3 people to match Gwen.
Well, they're about to crack bot and hib, so mid's next, and Gwen is looking to kill Renekton, maybe?
No,
Renekton's going for the
flank.
flank. This is their chance. Gwen CPing though. This is gonna be a 5v5 fight.
That's an ult for
Another
Aphelios. He gets
big
caught.
shockwave and a huge Wukong ult
Oh.
to top it off. That is the game.
That should be game. Double kill on Jinx.
Well,
Another ace.
Blood Moon takes
23-7.
home the series. The
Blood
bloody side of the
Moon.
tide.
Blood Moon destroys Dorado Gaming, and another quick game, 25 minutes
I
game.
mean, Blood Moon forgot they have families on the other side of the rift.
Exactly. Everybody reports this, guys. Like, what are they doing? Massive damage by Jinx. Old Bojangles, Cactus also doing a lot of damage. 18k and 16 for them. Surprisingly, Renekton dealing a lot of damage on the side of Dorado Gaming. 10.7. Really, I'm not like, I don't know what word I should use, but kind of disappointed with this Tristana. Didn't really do anything in the game. 1 participation on the 7
mean,
kills. 5, not even a 5k damage.
I'm just
So,
saying that as much as I wanna Poop on Renekton for not doing anything into Gwen, it's really hard to counter Gwen because she has percent health, true damage, and she has poke and untargetability.
Yeah, it's
So like
definitely hard.
usually if you have a champion who's like high stats like Darius or Alawi, you're just like, okay, put 5 on that champ briefly in a team fight, kill him instantly. You can't do that with Gwen because most of your damage dealers are ranged, so she just goes untouched for 4 seconds, and you have like your melee supports and your top laners trying to burst her, and they just can't.
For sure. Now the one thing that I do want to bring is um, so right now with this victory from the side of Blood Moon, uh, they they can still be tied for first with Team Ambition Shogun. So what we're going to do is um, we're going to raid the match um, Team Ambition Shogun versus what is the team versus LEC Nor. So we're gonna raid. So their game started at 8:30, so we started a bit late. And this is also uh, I believe it's the ADC's um, perspective here. The game is at 24 minutes. It's 9-9, so pretty even-ish. But yeah, so whatever the result here is going to be either ET Blood Moon continues to stay tied for first, or it's going to be first place of the Void group isolated. So I appreciate everyone that joined. It was amazing. Like we got an amazing audience. Valhalla Esports, thanks for the sub, much appreciated. We're definitely gonna be looking to raid you guys in the future. I don't even let me check if you guys are online. I don't even know if you guys are online, but definitely gonna be looking to you know bring you guys something as well. And right now, I just want to share this guy. If you guys want to stay and watch this game for AML Week 4, I'm gonna send you guys over there. So again, thanks very much for the evening. Hope you guys have a good night. Thanks, X, for jumping in the action, and I'll see
Yeah,
you.
that was a fun series.
And
It
yes,
was
Krylov 2-0.
really well played.
ET Blood Moon. We didn't start on week 1 and 3 weeks, 3 2-0s. Very clean games for ET. Like most of the games, I think has been like 25 minutes, 28. So very very nice. Making the difference here for in the league for us. So really nice to see this. Let's see. So with that being said, thanks again everyone. We'll see you guys on Friday when we cover 18 New Moon on AGL. That's the platform league for ages.